Good evening guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about two recent accessories that I've just installed on the Vstrom 650. So the first thing I've got here is the Quadlock wireless weatherproof charger, and the second thing that I'm going to talk about is the Quadlock 12 watt smart adapter, which has just recently been released by Quadlock. Now I've just installed them, and I've been using this setup for about close to a month now, and I'm extremely happy with it. And if you're interested to know more about these two devices, stay tuned. Okay, so I've just removed the seat on my Vstrom, and I'm going to start off with talking about this 12 watt connector. Now this has been extremely a thought of process by Quadlock, and I'm really happy that they actually made this device. So initially what I had was I had a USB cable that was directly connected to my Quadlock bracket here, and the problem with that was that you get constant supply of power irrespective of whether the engine is on or off, and you run the risk of draining your battery if your bike isn't used for an extended period of time. So I wasn't quite comfortable with that, but it was the best that we had at that point of time. Obviously you could get third-party devices where you can turn off the power from AliExpress or eBay or Amazon, but I just found it was too fiddly. So the moment I found out Quadlock created this device, I jumped into it and I got one for myself. So it's a pretty nifty device here. You can see it has got a blue color button here, and there are three options where you can push it all the way up and it's on auto, you can push it all the way down where it's on, and you can push it in the middle where it remains off. So basically when you push it all the way to the on position, what that actually means is that you get constant power irrespective of whether the motorcycle is turned on or off. When you leave it on auto, that's where the magic happens. So essentially what happens here is the device would detect automatically when the voltage of your battery is above 13.5 volts. So when you turn on your motorcycle and you start the engine, the voltage will gradually rise to about 14.1 volts. So as soon as it hits the 13.5 volt threshold, this would then turn on, and it would start to supply power to whatever device you have here. In this case I've got the waterproof wireless mount. And then when you turn off your engine, the battery voltage will drop. So as soon as it drops below 12.5 volts, this will automatically power off and cut the power supply to your charging station there, which is what I was actually looking for. And I can tell you this works really well. Alright, so when you purchase this device, what you get is the smart adapter, and with the smart adapter you get this watertight USB-A connector. So essentially what you get here, this is a USB-A, it's actually connected at the moment, but this rubber piece here is a waterproof connector. So essentially what it does is it makes this whole circuit waterproof, and this cable here is essentially will run through and power the wireless adapter there. It also comes with a SAE cable, and that SAE cable will also have a fuse inbuilt to it, which gives you extra protection. Now in my setup, I've actually done it a bit differently. So I've actually got a trickle charger SAE cable that has been attached to my motorcycle for me to charge it when it's not used for a long time. So what I've just done is I've just plugged out the smart adapter, and I just plugged it into there. So essentially does the same job. So if you've got a trickle charger already attached to your motorcycle, you can just plug in the smart adapter directly to the trickle charger cable, and you will be good to go. and that's a fairly watertight seal, and it also makes your motorcycle makes the device waterproof. Then what I've done is I've just tidied it all up here, and then I've got, if you've got your Vstrom, you've got this cable here, and then you can just sort of mount it and clip that back to the clip here. So it becomes a really nice and neat setup. So again, as I was saying to you, the moment it detects the voltage going above 13.5 volts, it will turn on and it will start supplying power to your charging device. And the moment the voltage goes below 12.5 volts, it will turn off automatically and it will stop charging the device. Alright, so there you go, the 12-volt smart adapter, which is, in my opinion, a great addition to the motorcycle. Alright, so I have just tidied up the whole, I've just tidied up everything here. As you can see, I've got the standard OEM rubber mount thingy that I've just strapped back on, and the actual smart adapter sits there pretty snug and it's not going anywhere. And essentially what I've done is I've run the cable through. You have to open this nut here, lift the tank up very just slightly, and run the cables through under the tank and wire it through below here, and then you can run it through all the way up here, and there you have your smart adapter. So it's really not all that difficult to do with running the cables. If you are creative enough, it's fairly simple to do. It only took me about half an hour to run through the cables, and then it was good to go. So now let's talk a bit on the smart adapter, on the wireless charger. So why would you want a wireless charger? Well, simply because you want to be able to plug your phone onto the mount and then not worry about the cables coming loose, or you don't want any sort of interference hitting, like for me, I've got this tank back here. I don't want the cable hitting the tank back, or I don't want the cable just to be a hindrance when I'm riding. So that sort of makes it cable free. So as you can see from this angle here, the cables just run from here. It gets strapped onto the brake mounts, the brake cable, and then it just runs snug into the wireless charging mount, and there it stays. So essentially this is not going to interfere in your riding in any way, and it's just very neat. It's also watertight, so you don't have to worry about using it in the rain and stuff. It's all going to be fine. So you can see here I've also got a vibration damper, which I would highly recommend. If you have got a Suzuki Vstrom, please, if you're going to buy the Quadlock mount, please get the vibration damper, because the Suzuki Vstrom vibrates quite a little, and it will screw up your gyro sensor on your phone, which will eventually screw up your camera. So definitely get the vibration damper. Alright, so now let's move back to talking about this wireless mount, and I'll just demonstrate to you how this works. So I've got my phone here, and essentially all you do, so at the moment you can see that the voltage on the Vstrom is 11.4 volts. So technically, so you need to have obviously the Quadlock case, and in order to use the wireless charging kit, you need to make sure that your phone has got wireless charging capabilities. In this case, obviously my phone has got wireless charging capabilities. So all you do is you put it there and then you click it in. There you go. Now you can see the phone. I'm just going to put in my key. Alright, you can see that the phone is plugged in, but it is, if you look just up here, it is not actually charging. So I'm not sure if I can make that any clearer, but you just have to trust me on that. It's actually not charging. So, and that's because the voltage is at 11.4 volts. Now let's turn on the engine. I'm going to keep my phone here. Turn on the engine. And you can see now it's saying that it's charging. So it's clearly stating now that the phone is charging, and the voltage has actually gone up to 14 volts, 14.1 volts. So the moment it goes up to 14.1 volts, the phone starts to charge. And you can see that wireless charging sign there. That is what you actually want. So the moment you turn off the engine, the voltage will start to drop, and you can see as soon as it's reached 11.8, the phone now is no longer charging. So it's no longer charging. The charging signal has gone off. So as I was mentioning, if you do not have this wireless system, what you would do conventionally is you will have a cable that goes into your phone, and then that cable will then have to go into your USB charger, whether you have it mounted on your Quadlock system or whether it goes to the standard port here, which comes with the Vstrom or any other motorcycle for that matter. And the problem with that is you've got cables running around which could actually hinder with your riding. By doing it this way, you don't have to worry about cables interference, and you can see that your handle can just move pretty easily and reduces any sort of interference with your riding. So this is why I've decided to go wireless. So in my opinion, it's definitely a worthwhile investment. Now this the 12 watt smart adapter is about $49.95 if you get it from the Quadlock website, and then the wireless charger head is about $110 from the Quadlock website, and then the vibration damper, I think that's let's have a look at how much the vibration damper costs. So from here you can see that the vibration damper is about $25, and if you were to get the mounting kit, that's about $59-60. So it's not the cheapest mounting kits that you can get, but in my opinion it is by far the best mounting kits that you could find. I've had the Quadlock system for about 2 years now since I've had the Vstrom, and I absolutely love it. So I hope you found this video helpful. Now I know that the Quadlock system isn't the cheapest that you can find, but it is really, once you start using it, you'll find that it's really worth the money. You can of course buy this from various locations, so you can get it from your local motorcycle dealer, most of them carry it, or you can buy it directly from the Quadlock website. Now if you go directly on the Quadlock website, they will normally provide you with a 10% discount. There will be a promo code at the start when you get into the website. If you use that promo code, you get a 10% discount, and I'm pretty sure if you orders above a certain amount, you get the shipping for free as well, and they're pretty fast shipping. You would get the items in a couple of days within Australia, so that's really good. So again, thank you guys for staying tuned with this video. I hope you found this helpful, and if you have found this helpful, please give me a big thumbs up, do like, do share, and do subscribe to the channel, and I shall see you in the next one. Cheers.